So here we are. I'm trying to adapt. It's a Saturday. Get the kids home. And you want to find a little time to do something to make yourself smile. So we're in the backyard. I'm I'm exercising in the backyard while I'm watching my kids to try to squeeze that in there. And I know nap time's coming up, so I have a good friend, nicest guy on earth. Also a lot of fun, just a very expansive mind. And he got a new C8 Corvette. I've been waiting to see this thing, so when nap time comes, of course, I'm hopping on the bike and I'm heading out here to go see a Corvette. You know, it's those narrow windows in time that you're really going to take advantage of. Otherwise, you get smothered by just the consistency of life, if you know what I mean. You need little sparks of encouragement, little sparks of adrenaline. So I show up there, and I'll put some pictures up right now. It is, I mean, I started out as a car guy, as a lot of teenagers do, and young adults, and you get your cars, and some of us, you get on a bike at some point, and it takes over because it's just so much more visceral. But I have to say, I haven't had that much of a reaction to a car in quite a long time. I'm not one of these people that's exposed to, you know, high-end Porsches and Ferraris on a regular basis, so you have to know where I'm coming from. But, yeah, I mean, just the looks of this C8 Corvette, I mean, it really has an exotic look to it, because for so long you associated the look of a mid-engine car with something, you know, European and unobtainable. And so it has that profile to it by nature. It looks it looks like a, you know, like a Ferrari to me. And build quality looks great, and what an impact. So not only that, but after my friend got done cleaning it so we could take some pictures of it, and we were just talking about the details, I hopped in it and took the thing for a little blast with him. And it is just, I mean, the capability, it's like, you know, hopping on a super naked or a super bike on the street, and you can feel how capable it is, and you know that you just can't tap into it because of the environment that it's in. It really had that sensation, but it was very unique because I'm just not used to having that in a car. And it, you know, the sensation of how planted and controllable it felt, yet how immensely capable it felt on top of that, that was a unique sensation, you know, to have those two mixed. There's plenty of better reviews than me on a C8 Corvette, but if you haven't taken a look at these things, check one of those videos out. And the cool thing about a motorcycle is, despite all that, this is still lovely. I'm looking forward to the ride home. So we're just having an interesting conversation before I left my friend's house with him and his wife, and I'm not sure the topic came about, but we're talking about, you know, adversity and how it can propel you towards success as you get older. If you're used to basically climbing over hurdles your whole life, especially when you're younger, you may be less affected by all the hurdles that come thereafter. Problem is, how do you systematically expose your kids to adversity without abusing them or taking it too far or scarring them? You know, a lot of the things that, you know, my friend went through, for example, came from a different country as a teenager, and a young teenager, different country, comes here and has no first degree relatives here. He has some cousins, maybe not an uncle, and he's living in a different state. I think he may have started out in Texas, or he's at least there for a while, and he's working at gas stations and going to school and just getting by, you know. And you wind up being a very successful individual. Also successful being that he helps people for a living. I don't know how many lives this guy has saved, but more than I can count. But you can't, I mean, would you drop your kid off in a different country and say, hope it works out well? Hope all goes well, and you make the most out of yourself, and that you use these experiences for learning and empowerment. I don't think I could do that. And it wasn't the intent, I'm sure, of his parents to do that to him. It was out of necessity. So, the age-old question, you know? How much can you expose your kids to without ruining them? I don't think I'll ever know the answer to that, but you should keep it in mind. When I realize I'm staring at my kids with hawk eyes when they're playing in my own small backyard, just paranoid of what could possibly hurt them. I'm gonna have to back off before I ruin them for life. Here I am, acting like that. My parents just sent me out the back door, and when it was time for dinner, they would scream as loud as they could, and they hope I heard them. And they hope I came home. That was it. That was the deal. For the first time in a long time, I hit this light, didn't stop.